All right, everyone, here we go. This is an all signs reading. It doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is for the Capricorn full moon. It's very interesting energy, especially with the surrounding energies. This is, for everybody, for your runner, for you, whatever. So I'll just phrase it to you since you're here. It's a moon that asks you to ask yourself who you want to be. How do you want to be read by others? How do you want to be perceived? And it's a moon energy which is with us for a couple of weeks, especially right up through, again, when Venus goes retrograde, egos get dulled and all of that. It's a moon energy that asks you to do something that I often say not to do, which is think about feelings. It asks you to analyze your emotions, to figure out who you are, who you want to be. Actually would be a better way to phrase it in these surrounding energies. So the moon is working in conjunction with all the other energies around. It's very interesting. I got a pre-shuffle here. Just keep that in mind. Oh, trust me, your runners are going to be fighting it. Okay, I'm pulling on the incoming energy here, But I mean, just the pre-shuffle talks about what I just said. It's the world, new energy, right? And the Knight of Wands. How are you going to move forward in it? We'll get to this in a minute. I have to say it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Terry here for a reason. This reading is timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. So who the fuck do you want to be? How do you want to be perceived? Well, that's what the runners are asking themselves. You guys, I think, will have an easier time with it because I just explained it to you. Analyze your feelings. Look at them. And it's a rare energy, and it's just this moon energy where I suggest that. Okay, but the runners are going to fight this every step of the way. In this new energy, how do they want to move forward? Right? Move forward, right here. Eight of Wands. 2 cards of forward movement with the world. Right? Figure it out. Right? You can't glaze over it. Can't just run past it. It's very important energy. This is the energy that counts because this is where you're moving forward and how you're moving forward, how you're perceived by others, how you perceive yourself within this energy. Underneath that proof is the Hanged Man. Yeah, perception, right? It's a bit of also stop for a moment and think about your emotions. Think about who you are, how you behave. Yeah, again, I'm pulling on the incoming energy. I get this emotional. I think the universe thinks they're just going to glaze past it. All right, with this Knight of Wands. I don't think this Knight of Wands applies to you guys. I think the DF side isn't going to glaze past it. I think they're just going to glaze right on past this and get freaked out a little bit, 8 of Swords, by all their bullshit, the 7 of Swords. All right? It is not advised. The 7 of Swords is bookending the world here. It is not advised in this new energy to move forward from a point of bullshit. Okay? You're not going to want to. You'll miss all the great benefits of it. You'll miss, there's a lot. It's a year of restoration. And I said in a recent reading, I said this is where, restoration, that restoration energy, the rubber hits the road on that. Right in this time frame here. Okay, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see what the runners are going to do about all that bullshit. And we know their bullshit's coming back for review, right? You watch the Pluto retrograde reading, you watch the Neptune retrograde reading. I mean, come on. This energy here is sort of a bubble. It allows you, if you're honest, if you're pure of heart, right? Like that, I'll get all mystical with you. If you're pure of heart, it allows you to analyze emotions without going crazy. Unless, the only way you go crazy is if you sort of glaze over it and kind of half-ass it. And I get a lot of half-ass energy off that Knight of Wands reading the incoming energy. That's just on the surface. Let's see. This first card out's before the cut. So why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Huh? Why? Let's find out. Let's find out. That's why. Yeah. What I just said. 8 swords. Okay? 8 swords. I just said, think about emotions, and sometimes we end up in 8 swords when we do that. But I'm pulling on the incoming energy now. We're here because these runners are going to go round and round and round, and they're going to feel threatened by this energy, by these emotions that are coming up. Most of the emotions surrounding their bullshit, as the pre-shuffle told us. Let's go. Let's cut the deck. What comes after that 8 swords? What comes after the 8 of swords? I wonder. 2 of wands. Yeah. 2 wands. Fine. It's a whole lot of, when we have the 8 swords and the 2 of wands energy together, the 2 of wands by itself is setting the intention to move in a new direction, right? It takes you, the next step would be the Three of Wands, looking out a new horizon, ship about to come in, then Four Wands, blah, blah, blah. When it's with the Eight Swords, it's always planning, never doing, okay? Someone who loves to plan, and then when it comes time to go, they just, well, you know, we'll do it some other time, you know, that kind of thing. Always planning, never doing. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if that sticks. All right. For you guys, you can just take the equal and opposite reaction. And you know, I honestly believe it. I honestly believe that Knight of Wands, which is causing all the problems here, does not, that glazing past it and all of that does not apply to the majority of the non-runner side, which is primarily in this cycle the DF. Let's go. We'll see. I'm pulling on the incoming energy. Give me a reading with the influence of the Capricorn full moon. Who do you want to be? You can make it happen in this, right? The runners are asking themselves that. If the runner was here, I'd say, who do you want to be? Do you want to be a bullshit artist, or do you want to be someone real, someone respected? Well, same question you guys are asking yourselves, except I think their answer is bullshit artist. A little bit, anyway, because that's easier. It's easier. It's much easier to fail than it is to succeed and try to make something of yourself. Piece of cake. No problem. No problem. Let's do it. Let's shuffle the deck. Anybody can fail. That's easy. All right. Here we go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. It's like an F minus, right? We don't really have that grade, but it's an F minus. An F is an F, but this is an F minus. It's Five of Pentacles leaving themselves out in the cold. Well, I just got done saying it's easy to fail. What's underneath this? Four of Cups. Nah, I don't want it. What did I say? Rewind. About the Eight Swords and Two Wands together. I said it makes the Eight Swords makes the Two Wands always plan and never doing. You know, leave yourselves out in the cold. Right? They don't go. They don't go. It's just this energy of that. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying they're not going to do anything or come towards you. I don't know yet. I haven't finished the reading. All I'm saying is they're not going to take, the runner side is not going to take full advantage of what this Capricorn full moon energy offers for a couple of weeks. And with all the surrounding energies around it, it's very auspicious. It works to your advantage. Some of you might have seen that if you watched the extended for the Neptune reading, for example. It reminds me of some of that. The energy. It's just, God. All right. Our reading's on the flip. Let's go. This is the energy around your connection under this Capricorn full moon. This is how they're behaving in the 3D. This is their soul. This is the hidden energy message from the universe, which I think is separate in this reading. I don't think it's read with the energy. I think the universe just has something to say here. And this is the potential final outcome. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this. All right. Let's go. Let's take out the overall energy. We're going to clarify with the witches. Okay, which randomly at the bottom has 6 cups, by the way. I didn't know, but that's, you know, somebody returning. I know they're feeling this connection on a high level. It's easy to make plans to do something. It's not so easy to actually follow through. All right, kind of think of it that way. But you do, talking to you, and I'll pull on you in the extended. I always open with you. But for those that don't go there, remember, you have permission for the next couple of weeks under this full moon in Capricorn energy to think about feelings, to analyze them, to look at them. Think of your feelings as data, okay? Think of it that way. And you're an accountant. You're analyzing the data, right? Or a data analyst, we can say, I guess. Okay, energy around your connection. Page of Wands. Yep, they want it. Yeah, they're making plans to come towards it. I got that. I got all that off the Two of Wands. You know, yeah, they want it. They want new adventures. It's here. It's ready. It's ready. The plans are set. The room's been booked. The flight's been booked. Rent-a-car's been booked. Everything's booked. It's all set. Even reservations for dinner the first night in town. All set. New adventures ready to happen. It's communication. The energy is ripe for good communication. If somebody doesn't glaze past all this energy that's coming in. 3D. How are they behaving in their life? 3 of Wands. You know, honestly, they're being shown something. This card often depicts somebody standing on the shore, looking out at the ships that are coming in. They're being shown how great this could be. Some way, somehow, either through coincidences or dreams or whatever. Okay? Yeah. It's all those feelings are up for review. right now. You can analyze the feelings. The feelings are data. They're being shown the data. And it looks good. It does. It looks good. Soul energy. There you go. And therein lies the rub. King of Wands. It's just trying to shut it down. If somebody here who, I think these runners are damn afraid to get hurt their precious ego. I think it benefits during this transit when Venus goes retrograde and dulls that ego energy down. But somebody here, they're being shown the data and it just doesn't even, it makes no difference. They're just, again, analyzing the data, making the plan, and then not doing anything about it. Or glazing over the data. If you have data to analyze, if you're a data analyst, what you don't do is glaze over it. Data analysts are anal retentive. They go through every little bit of every little thing, right? A forensic accountant kind of a thing. Your runner is not being a forensic accountant. They're being some half-assed high school kid they hired to do the forensic accounting. It's kind of what it is here. All right. And they're leaving themselves out in the cold. But I know they don't want to with this Four of Cups here. I know that cup is tempting. I see it here. It's tempting. It is. All right, let's talk to the universe. Come on. Seven of Wands. I said it's separate. It is. Just look at it that way. It's away from the reading. My reading, someone asked me about these readings. They say you pull 3-card a lot. Why don't you just do 3-card for these? I do a 3-card. Here it is. My reading is split in 2 sections. This is a 3-card reading, typical. Base energy, and then the 2 energies here that are bookends, and they're read together, right? I've got the base energy as their 3D, how they are in life, in real life. And over here are the surrounding 5D energies. Down here, we talk to the universe, and we ask the universe to make a prediction on where this is likely going, on which way, that's it. So it's always a 3-card reading with me, usually. Sometimes I pull a 4-card, but even when I do, the 2 cards in the middle cross each other. So it's still 3, technically. Just an extra bonus. Anyway, this 7 of Wands, it's resistance. It's someone holding back something. Probably for ego reasons. We'll find out more when we clarify. Let's go. What's the potential final outcome? It's red with this 3 of Wands. It's got to be good. It's temperance. It's not bad. It's communication. I said in the beginning, I wasn't saying when I was reading this to you and all this stuff and the cut cards, I said, I'm not saying they're not going to reach out. They might. They absolutely might. But again, it's that energy of someone who glazed over all the feelings. They didn't really analyze them enough. So maybe it's somebody who's not quite sure why they're there. And I can tell you with temperance here, they're definitely being shown how wonderful it would be to have some new adventures and do something different. But this King of Wands, that energy doesn't take a chance. These people big in their ego, they don't take chances. They don't, because they don't want to they always go for low-hanging fruit. If it's an ego, for example, if it's an ego like a player type person, right? A dude who's player banging their way through town, they're banging the shit. They're just banging the low-hanging fruit. They know they're not going to get rejected. They're not going to go for something, the uptown girl, quote unquote, that might reject them, because then they don't recover. People with a big ego, when they see that it's just a bubble that can be popped very easily, they tend to fall into a deep depression. And generally speaking, the ego is there in the first place to cover some sort of depression or abandonment issues and things along those lines. So again, look at it as future influence for you, for future people as well. This cycle is here to help you. You come across somebody like this again, you guys are raising your vibration. You're not even going to deal with it. You're not even going to bat an eyelash at it. All right? What's going on here? Page of Wands. Tell me about this. It's a nice energy. I like the Page of Wands there. I do. I think, geez, I might give you a call. I'd love some new adventures. We could go cruising around together. We could do all kinds. It'd be fun. That's the way it feels, right? It's nice. Well, what the hell? The bookend to it is the King of Wands. Yeah, but I might get hurt. I better stay back. At the end of the day, it looks like communication comes in. I know temperance is a balanced energy, and I get you. But we're going to have to see, you'll see when I clarify why I'm less than charmed by it here. Okay? I get why the universe threw it. Because there is no devil energy here. This card alone would cancel out any that came in. other than maybe their own inner demons, which they're being shown, but they're just glazing over, right? I encourage you guys not to do that. You're better than that, all right? Let's go. Page of Wands. Why is it here? And the universe will show you also. It's this whole they're being shown thing. They're getting signs left and right. You know, unreal. Things you need to stop, you get signs. You know, you need to stop drinking, you start getting signs. You start getting sick a little bit. The universe will give it to you just a little bit. You don't take the hint, it gets a lot bit later, right? Same. Everything's energy. It's all. I can dull it down to the mundane, you know, the everyday life, human experience. Ace of Swords, crossing that. Yeah, they're being shown. It looks great. I just got done saying. I would love to give you a call with that energy there. That sounds fun. You sound fun. You sound great, right? I mean, yeah. It's truth. It's Archangel Michael's sword of truth. It is a reconciliation energy. The universe is putting out a beacon, showing them some things, trying to make this look good. Asking them, who do you want to be? Do you want to continue to be an asshole, or do you want to be the angel? What do you want to do here? And they just glaze over the data. What's on top? Eight of Pentacles, trying to distract themselves from it a little bit. Maybe with work. I don't know. Trying to distract themselves a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? The Sun. Yeah, again, trying to distract themselves from anything that makes them happy. It's what I already told you about the psychology of the King of Wands, right? They go for the low-hanging fruit, and you're not low-hanging fruit, right? So if it looks like this, oh my God, it's something I might really want. It matters, right? They distract themselves from it. They don't want to even take the chance that they might get rejected. And that's all Seven Swords deception, and Seven Swords was bookending the world in the pre-shuffle. It's what they do. This is their modus operandi. Right? What's going on here? Three of Wands. I'm fascinated to see what comes out over Temperance, however. It's amazing that this reading results in communication. It does. It does. Heart chakra only open a little bit here. A little bit of green. This is throat chakra, the blue. It's talking. This is yellow. It's conversation that moves things forward. But it might be a little bit of what I told you in the Neptune reading. Okay? So pay attention to my Neptune retrograde reading. What's going on, especially the extended? What's going on with the Three of Wands here? This is great energy if you take advantage of it. This Capricorn moon is a bonus energy. It really is. It's really great. You have permission for a couple of weeks to think about your feelings and analyze them. That's brilliant. Normally it's a bad idea. You'll end up, you know, just shooting yourself in the foot. But not now. It's a little bit of a bonus. What's going on with Three Wands here? They're being shown how great it can be. Yeah, they are. I told you that already around that. And I got the Sun here. Yeah, it could be great. Distract myself. I can't let myself go there. They're being shown how great it can be. You want proof? There's 9 cups crossing that. I'm reading the energy, right? I read the energy first, then I throw the fucking cards. Absolutely. It's an easy way for me to phrase it. I could get hocus pocus with you, talk about fairies and all kinds of weird unicorns, but there's no need. They're being shown in some way, signs, coincidences, whatever, things other people say to them, all of that, things coming up from the depths of their soul, how great it can be, how great this connection is. They're holding back, keeping the high ground, distracting themselves because of this energy in the soul. When the King of Wands is in the soul, this is someone who only goes for low-hanging fruit, things that don't matter. You know, I always tell you, it's funny because they almost get it right, but they get it wrong by doing it wrong. What I mean is, I tell you guys, don't have any expectations for the outcome, right? All things come to those who don't give a shit whether they get them or not, right? That applies across the board. These runners do it selectively. They're real good at not giving a shit about the low-hanging fruit, right? That's fine. It works for them. That's why they always get it. But when it comes to the higher fruit, they care. It proves that you matter, right? And when it matters, they don't apply the same rule that they apply to the low-hanging fruit. If they did, they'd be fine. Their life would improve. In fact, if they did, they wouldn't be reflecting as King of Wands. So they're being shown how great it is. 9 cups crossing that. It's beautiful energy. It's a little rainbow in here. There's your rainbow unicorn. What's on top? King of Cups. They're being shown how great it could be. And you know what? The emotional waters are closing in. I hope his little shell thing floats. Otherwise, he fucked. Because the emotions are roaring in. They're just pushing them back. You know, again, they're running out of rocks here. They're running out of earth. Out of earth would be pentacle type energy, right? Running out of that. This card also tells me it's reflecting kind of an energy of, you know, all of this is also showing them how great their life isn't, which again hurts their ego, which is not good for the King of Wands. King of Wands shuts down and runs away if their ego is even potentially going to get hurt. Too much ego, not enough soul. We have to have balance between the two. I'm leaving the heart chakra out, obviously balance between the three, but just soul and ego. You need to have a balance. If you don't, you know, too much soul and not enough ego, people see you as a little bit weird, maybe a little bit oversensitive, maybe, you know, I don't know, you come up with crazy nicknames for yourself. I'm the god of thunder, you know, all that kind of start talking like that, wearing amulets, walking around with, you know, sandals on, I don't know, you know, in a big robe, but you know, that's too much soul, not enough ego. You got to kind of balance it out a little bit, otherwise you look a little hokey, you know, that kind of thing. What's going on here? Why is this is too much ego, and this goes wrong in the opposite direction, right? You just look like an asshole. Why is the King of Cups here? Better to be weird than an asshole, okay? So if you are going, oh God, Steve just described me, I wear sandals and a robe and an amulet and I call myself the God of Thunder, fine. Better to be weird, seen as weird, than an asshole. Just stick with that for a little while until you figure out how to balance it a little bit. You'll be fine. Two of Wands is why the King of Cups is there. Always planning, never doing. Same energy. Always planning, never doing. He's very stingy about giving that love. I said the waters are coming in. But they're being shown how great it is, and they get it, making the plan. They are making a plan. That's probably why there's communication here, but I think something goes wrong on the way. Okay? What's that old song about Woodstock? It was by Crosby, Stills and Nash, Wasted on the Way, right? You know, it's that kind of thing. It's a journey where you get wasted on the way, and somehow you end up somewhere, where the hell are we? You know, that kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, I think it was about Woodstock. I don't know. It's before my time, but whatever. My parents were hippies, so I grew up with all that music. All right. My dad still has the story about Woodstock, about how, well, we were going to go, but they were traffic jammed all the way down to, yeah, okay, so you didn't go, right? He talks about it like he went, you know. It's like, no, you didn't go. You saw there was too much traffic and went home. Pussy. All right, King of Wands, why is it here? Was a lot of traffic. King of Wands, why is it here? Tell me about it. Out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, which by default is read with that Four of Cups. Environmental energy, it's everything I've already told you. The King of Wands goes for low-hanging fruit, especially when it comes into soul. No, it hurt me. Oh, it's great. It looks great. Oh, they'd be a lot of fun. This is terrific. I need to distract myself from this because they might say no. And then if my ego gets hurt, it's going to take me forever to recover from that. Then don't have a fucking ego, asshole. Tone it down a little bit. Find some balance, and nothing will hurt you that much. Oh, fucking hell. It's like Superman worried about getting his suit dirty. What? You know, what's on top? Knight of Wands. Again, glazing over. The King of Wands does this. I talked about it earlier with my data analyst, right? I said they're anal retentive. They go through the data, the emotional data that's coming in, the emotional data, that water. They go through, an analyst will go through it piece by piece, a forensic data analyst, right? That kind of thing. No, it's like they hired some high school kid. Right? Got to hurry up. I got a game later. You know, just breezing through it. They're glazing over too much here. It's emotional insecurity. No, it's not immaturity. It's insecurity. Why is the Knight of Wands here? This is going to be a fun extended because I get to go all Dr. Phil when I get this here. Oh, I'd love to see a devil. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a devil. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just again, just again, it's the sitting on the hands energy. The energy is right for all of this to happen. All of it. It's like a divine timing kind of thing. It's there, but somebody is doing nothing. He's doing nothing. He's on a really long break, and that fruit is getting overly ripe. You ship it to the store when it's green, not when it's fucking ripe. By the time it gets to the store, it's mush, and they can't sell it. Just, again, a lot of just wasted time here because of insecurity. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have a field day with that in the extended. I promise you. A field day. All right. And I didn't even like field day when I was a kid. 7 of Wands. Why is it here? I'd like to go back now and do field day. Except I want them to still all be in 6th grade, and I want to be me now. All right, that'll teach them. Here we go. We had that. Every school had it. We had that one big kid who got held back like 4 grades. In my school, his name was Mike Vitolo or someone like that. He looked like Frankenstein. I mean, he should have been in 10th grade, and he was in 6th grade. He grew up, by the way, to pump gas, just so you know. Well, when I left the area to come to California when I was 19, he was pumping gas. I think he still is. Even though they don't pump it anymore, he's probably just sitting behind the counter. But anyway, he was their secret weapon on field day on the other side. Tell you what. 7 of Wands. What's the universe want to tell me about this holding back? I just tell you these stories to distract myself while I shuffle because that's the best thing to do. Put it out there and forget it. Create a void. I get my answer by creating voids. You can do that too. I gave you a tip once a long time ago when you shuffle the deck. If you pull cards, put it out there with feeling, your emotions. And then, while you're shuffling, just think about your toaster or your refrigerator or something else you got to do. I got to go to the grocery store later. I got to go to, whatever it is. It's fine. Just distract yourself from it. It's an easy way to create voids if you're not very good at it. Me, I'm just filling gaps in time so you're not sitting here listening to dead air. But usually I have something to say, even if it's something stupid about Mike Vitolo. Why is the 7 of Wands here? I suppose there's a lesson in it, which is, I don't know, something. The big kid always wins. I don't know. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. These are read together a little bit. Somebody's holding back. This adventure looks very good to them. They want to talk to you. Under this energy, these emotions coming in, this king wants to open up. They do make plans. They do. Universe clear on that. Okay. It's probably why there's communication here. What's on top? Wheel of Fortune. They are trying to distract. It's red with the 8 of Pentacles. They're trying to distract themselves, right? I said that, but they can't. They can't. Every time they do, the universe turns them right back around. So they turn away from the connection, the universe turning them right back. Love it. And this moon energy has a lot to do with that. These emotions need to be analyzed under this energy. In other words, for you might be like, well, why do I love this person? God, Steve's saying all this stuff, and he's right, son of a bitch. Why do I love this? It's more than that. You need to analyze that, but you need to analyze what the soulmate connection means to you, what you get out of this, what you've learned from it, how you will change going forward. Again, the underlying question with this moon is, who do you want to be? Huh? How do you want to be perceived by people? How do you want to be perceived yourself? Right? This is what I talked about in the beginning. It's very important you understand that. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? I love this. Tower keeps turning. I knew there was going to be something powerful there. I almost felt a devil, but it's not. It's a tower. It's red with the sun. You blow their mind. They look. I love how this plays out. Look, the Wheel of Fortune's red with the 8 of Pentacles. The Tower's red with the sun. These all fucking flow together. I'm trying to distract myself. Universe turns them around. They see how happy it is. It blows their fucking mind. It drives them. It causes a tower, almost an emotional breakdown. Why? Because they don't want to get hurt. Their ego. This card bookends over here, so these are read together, right? These are my bookends. They don't want to get hurt, right? It's all boils down to that. They can't. All of this says they can't distract themselves from it. The universe making the connection look good, making their emotions, how they feel towards this connection, or what this connection has showed them, looks good. Everything looks good. It's just this 3D energy. It is this ego here that's blocking. It's probably a heart chakra that's shut down a little bit. I see it here, the green. I can barely pick it up when I look at the card. The energy coming off of it, very little green here, and that's heart chakra. I see the throat chakra. I feel that communication. I feel it moves things forward. But I'm not getting a lot of heart chakra. And the heart chakra is the translator for the soul, the emotions, the things you feel, to the brain. It's Google Translate. They speak 2 different languages, ego and soul. 2 different languages. This person here, glazing over their lessons. I'll tell you what. All right. And also this energy is a bit of, you've heard of an immersion program, right? You go to a country where you don't speak the language. The best thing to do, forget Rosetta Stone or any of those things that teach you the language. Just go live there. Just get immersed in it. You'll figure it out. You will. It works. It works like a charm. And I think they're getting immersed. They're about to anyway, because I said the water's coming in. They're about to get a little immersion program on feelings and this connection, and I think this is part of why this tower is here. I think this is why we have communication, and this is the lead-in card, the lead-in energy. It sits right there. I think this happens very suddenly, and I think it's surprising for them, not you. You're here. It shouldn't surprise you. Why is Temperance here? But I still get the energy of making plans and never doing anything about it. I think what they don't do anything about is the feelings. I keep getting this in these readings, and repeat messages are important. I get a lot of small talk here. A lot of it. And it's because somebody doesn't want to get hurt. Again, that ego. What's going on? What's the final on this? Tell me about Temperance. Tell me about it. Tell me about Temperance. What's the final here? What? Yeah, they're coming. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, the universe. Yeah, yep. I read that right. It's throat chakra and, yellow, which for me represents kind of forward movement and something along those lines. But yeah, there's not a lot of heart here though. I get they're giving in a pentacle sense. He's given, like the King of Cups here is giving the rocks when they feel the water. Okay, let's just keep going. What's on top? The Hangman. Yeah. Again, they're not there. He's giving the rocks, not the water. You want the water. That's how we're vulnerable. They're not paying their karmic debt. They're not. They're just paying down the interest. The debt's still there. Why is the Hangman here? 10 of Pentacles. Something about their life. This is read with the 2 of Wands, which is always making plans and not doing anything. They don't give a fuck. Whatever their 10 Pentacles is, this comes up all the time, and it's still here. Whatever this 10 Pentacles is to them, a marriage, a relationship, a family, a job, just a way they live their life, living all day in their underwear, single by the airport with a small 1-bedroom apartment and a cat and some Cheetos, whatever it is, whatever their 10 of Pentacles is, it could be any of that. They don't give a fuck about it. This wand is way the fuck over here, okay? Your connection is that whatever it had to show them is looking good, but it scares the living shit out of them. So what's holding them back is this. There's some sort of security here. There's some comfort. Maybe they're worried about what's going to happen to Fred the dog. I don't know. Well, if I go and I bang the Empress, if I go toward this soulmate connection, who's going to take care of the dog? The Empress can't have dogs. So, it's stupid shit. It feels like frivolous, stupid shit to me. It does, because I know they got the 8 of Swords earlier. It's always nonsense. We keep ourselves trapped this 5 of Pentacles, which we got twice, crossing in the soul and here. Keep ourselves out in the cold. Stupid reasons, right? Stupid reasons. In the Rider Waite, it's those 2 people that aren't going in the nice warm church. Why? I don't know. Stupid reasons, probably. At the end of the day here, there's something. What's keeping them from opening up fully? What's keeping them whatever this is? For a lot of you, it's a spouse or a relationship. For others of you, it's a family dynamic. It depends. All right? But it does result in some kind of communication, but it's a whole lot of rocks and not a lot of water. All right? And you want the water. So you decide what to do when it happens, whether you're interested or not. Let's find out here. Let's go. I'm not going to ask the universe, is there anything else it wants to tell you? 3 cards at the bottom and a crossing card, blah, blah, blah. My usual, let's talk to the universe, final message from the universe. I'm going to ask about this 10 of Pentacles. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Let's go. Motherfucker. Crack me up. You guys have a great opportunity here. I know you guys are going to take advantage of this energy. You got permission to think about feelings, analyze them. Be that analyst. Be a forensic accountant with your emotions during this moon energy. You will be doing yourself a great service. And I'll pull on you in the extended. I'm going to open with you. You'll see. I hope. I could be wrong. You know, it all comes up devils and tower. Oh my God. You know, but I don't know. I just go with it. But the cards are just mediums for me. I know what the energy is. But I want to know about this Ten of Pentacles. Let's go, universe. Come on. I don't want to fucking sit here. Oh, fucking fell on the floor. Motherfucking unbelievable. Okay. These fell on the floor in this order. So the top one is this. 5 swords. Phony ass, fake ass bullshit. Center card, 5 of Wands. A lot of arguing. And the next card would be read with the 5 of Swords, and it's the 4 of Cups, which I had in my mind's eye. I did when I started shuffling. I said, I bet that 4 Cups comes back. I should have said something. I'd have looked so cool. I hate it when that happens, when I don't say anything. Look at all the gray here. Whatever this 10 Pentacles is, I said they don't like it. It's shit. It's not making them happy. It is. It's shit. Okay? It's absolute shit. They don't even want it anymore. And there's fighting going on. And fighting about what? You, for some of you, that's the Empress. Fighting about you for some. What are the fights about? What's the environmental energy? The Empress. But I think for most of you, if not all of you, the other layer of energy that's here, the other major layer is better to say. And it's because their fucking emotions are flowing in. They're running out of rocks. All right? They're running out of land. I already kind of said it around here. But for some of you, you're the source of the argument. You're the source of all this. You're the Empress. The only energy that can bring up the feminine energy and balance an Emperor is the Empress. So it's all about you. It's all about this connection. What's underneath the Empress? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. You're an 8-point buck with rainbow fucking antlers. Absolutely. Go ahead and find another one. What's driving these runners crazy? Fine, I'll tell you. They rejected you. I'll give you some more layers. Energy's always in layers. I'll give you a couple more. What's driving these runners crazy more than anything else is that you're so beautiful or whatever. Yeah, maybe, but no. What's driving them crazy is that they rejected you. And at the end of the day, they're so fucking attracted to you. They can't find you anywhere else. They try to. The King of Wands is a shortcut taker. I see it here. Short-sightedness, self-sabotage with the 5 of Swords. They try to find you anywhere in anyone else they can so that they don't have to come towards you. That's why they distract themselves. That's part of that energy. Might distract themselves banging somebody else. Even if they're married, banging somebody else on the side that reminds them of you. Well, she had freckles and she got freckles too. Probably the same thing. No, not really. Not the same thing. They just both got freckles, that's all. They can't find you anywhere. And it's not the same. Nothing's ever the same. And all of those emotions are coming back for review right now. They're trying to glaze over them. There's that Knight of Wands that I was worried about in the pre-shuffle right there in the soul position. But at the end of the day, they're forced to look at this stuff. Even if they glaze over it, they're still looking at it a little bit. So what's this 10 of Pentacles that holds them back right here? It's probably a marriage of some kind. Probably whatever it is in their life, family or whatever, a job that they don't even want anymore. Whatever it is, they don't want it anymore. And they're being short-sighted by holding on to it. And there's a lot of arguing happening under this energy. This moon will do that, right? It's where the word lunatic comes from. It comes from the moon, you know. There's a little bit of lunatic fringe here in this. I suspect if your person is married or in a relationship, it's fighting time. I can hear the bell ringing, ding, ding, right? Round 2, here we go. All right, that's your reading. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on the King of Wands. I am. And whatever the fuck this is, I'll keep going on that. I'm going to pull on you. I'll open with you to get some contrast. And we're going to pull a pyramid and a timeline and any fucking thing else I feel like pulling out of the deck. So if you want the extended, the link is in the description. Hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.